What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo. We're here today to talk to you about the North kitesurfing board lineup. Such a sweet lineup of boards. North's done an amazing job with their construction. In a world of surfboards and advanced constructions and kiteboards have been made forever, North came out with a line of construction that just trumped everyone first year out. And so now they've made refinements to the construction and makes that board ride better, feel better, and everything. Each one of these boards has no question the best traction pad I've used on any board that I've ever used. This little foot ridge up front's awesome, so your foot doesn't go sliding off the front. You've got crosshatch here, and then little dots back here, which I don't know what it does for you, but it makes it ride really well and feel really well. It's thin enough so you kind of like feel the board, but it's also thick enough that it gives you good cushion, and then it's got a good sized kicktail on the back. So overall, their EPS construction is top tier. One of the big things that they changed this year is they added in the constructions, they added the vector net to the side, because kiteboarders oftentimes smash into the rail of their board as you're dragging up to it with the spreader bar. And so this is a really common area to get dings. People are always like, what happened to my board? This board is defective. No, it's not defective. It's called a spreader bar smashing into the side of your board. So my guess is North got enough. My board is defective emails this year, and they said, no, it's not. Your spreader bar is smashing into the side of your board, and they just fixed it by putting this vector net on the rail here to make them stronger. All the boards do come with inserts, which is a lot of people are riding strapless these days. All the boards except for the comp come with straps, but a lot of people are riding straps or strapless, so it's just good to have them there. Adds a touch more weight to have the straps is a nice little addition, nice little add-on for you. They are coming with deck pad, leash string, no fins. You can buy the fins as an accessory. This is an FCS2 box, which if you buy the fins as an accessory, it comes with classic double tab FCS fins. These are very nice honeycomb fins. They come in a medium or a large. We recommend buying premium FCS2 fins as opposed to these because the premium FCS2 fins will snap right in and out. With these fins, you need to use a tool to screw them in. That's really my only complaint on this thing, but that is something you need to pay attention to, is that when you're getting this board, it has no fins. FCS2 makes a ton of great fins. We could help you out at the shop picking which ones are going to be right for you. Let's first talk about my favorite little friend here. The Charge is my favorite production kitesurf board that has ever been made. This board is so much fun to ride. The construction is super smooth and positive, deck pad super comfortable, but the shape works amazingly well. This board, just like the rest of the line, they all ride big for their size. So I normally am riding a 5.8, and in the Charge I ride the 5.7. They did add a 5.5 this year, and a few of the tune-ups they did were really, really nice and well received. They adjusted the tail rocker and the nose rocker and outline to have it be a little bit faster rail to rail. So this board, it was amazing in the 2020 version. In the 2021, they made subtle changes that makes it faster rail to rail, go upwind better, and just a better version of itself, which is like, how could you make one of my favorite kitesurf boards better? And they did. They just made small tweaks instead of screwing it up and made it better. Added in a few construction changes that make this board completely amazing. If you're looking for a traditional kitesurf board with the nose on it, you want to ride waves, you want to ride flat water, you want to do some tricks, but predominantly if you want to ride waves and turn waves, small waves to big waves, this thing is absolutely amazing. I've used it on big days, small days, everywhere in between, and it just is electric rail to rail. Super controlled through the turns, doesn't get stuck or hung up. The rail isn't too fat so it doesn't bounce as you're riding. Just overall, I've got nothing but great things to say about this baby. So let's move on to the Cross. This is for those people that are confused. They're not sure if they want to ride in flat water. They're not sure if they want to ride in the surf. On a board that doesn't have a full nose, and so they go with the Cross. So they did update the bottom shape and some of the outline shape to the Cross as well. Again, these boards do ride a lot bigger than size. So this one right here is the 5.2. This one is actually really big for me. Riding this board, the 5.2, like 165, it feels just giant for me. So I got to go down to the 5.0. It's not going to be as fast turning and as crisp turning as the Charge, but it is going to go upwind a little better in this, because it has a wider, flatter template and a flatter tail, so it's going to really hammer upwind. This board I'm recommending to people for their first kitesurf board. If you're going to be riding predominantly flat water, you're going to foray into the surf some, but not really too concerned about turning in the section of the wave, might be turning out on the face of the wave where it's a much more open face turn, then the cross is going to be good. And so that's basically for someone that wants to do some airs, do some flat water, kind of in between, but really I find it best for that kind of more entry-level rider that's going to get it their first kitesurf board. The cross is a good option for you. Then you've got the comp, which I cannot do this board justice because it's made for riders to go huge in the air, strapless, do these crazy tricks, which is not something I do. I have ridden this board. It is fun. I've got some nice tail channeling off the end here. Really what this board is designed to do is ride an edge really hard. So you can ride powered up, you can go and do big air tricks. You can ride waves in it if you're a really good rider, but it's pretty flat, and so it's gonna get stuck in the lip, and it's gonna make a much wider radius turn. It's made for going fast through choppy waters and boosting huge airs. Again, if you're dedicated flat water and that's really what you're doing only, then, and also gonna be dedicated strapless, then the comp's gonna be a good opportunity for you. You will notice that they went with just thruster because a lot of times people are putting in 5 fin boxes and you don't really need all those extra fins. Same thing here, thruster, because it was designed as a thruster. Same thing here, thruster, because it was designed as a thruster. A lot of boards you'll see will have 5 fin boxes, but which some boards you can ride quad or thruster, and the board shape will handle either fin configuration. But these boards were designed as thrusters, so if you put a quad boxes in there, it's just adding more weight, more expense, and making the board ride worse. So they said, let's just stick with the thruster because we know it and it works great. So that's the new North kitesurfing board lineup. It is really exciting. Great quality products, amazing construction, and a nice range of boards so you can pick which board is going to be right for you. Remember, when you're choosing these boards, ride them smaller than your traditional kitesurf board because these boards do ride big. If you have more questions, give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or reach out online at realwatersports.com.